Hi, friends. Today I'd like to go over some of the resources available on the library's main page and talk about what each of the tabs are there that you can use to search for sources. The first thing I want to do though is just to remind you that the library is there for you. Sometimes when I was a student, I would think, oh, it's the library is for professors, it's for the librarians. No, the whole reason we have a library is for our students. And I want you to feel a sense of pride and ownership in what we have at ISU and make use of it because it's there for you. All right, if you go to the ISU library page, you're going to see something like this. It may be slightly different since the last time I did a screenshot of it, but it's similar. It will include all of these elements. And I want to focus on this box. You can explore all of the things like the collections and how do I do blah, blah, blah sort of stuff. But I want to look at these tabs here in the middle. We're going to skip one search and look first at the library catalog. You use the library catalog to locate items that we own at the library, such as books and ebooks, government documents, CDs, DVDs, musical scores, streaming audio, streaming video, and more. This is stuff that we own. This is stuff that we may have out in the stacks, a physical copy of. This is all things that we can access easily right from our library. So when you know, or when you're looking for something that you can lay your hands on immediately, that is the catalog is where you want to go. We also have a lot of databases in our library. These databases are basically kind of like if you think about Netflix or something like that, where you have it has all of these different individual series in it. That's sort of how databases are. It has all these individual journal articles, or individual journals and then individual journal articles. It sort of has this layering effect. Databases give us access to these different journals. They search the journals. Sometimes we only have access to the abstract or the citation, but often we do have full text access to journal articles that you can click on and get a PDF of immediately. The Journals tab links you to all the individual journals we have access to. So if you know that you want a particular article in a particular journal, that's where when you would click our journals by title and to see if we have access to the journal, either in physical format or full text online. This is really for when you've done a lot of research and you know what journals you need to access. And it's useful for people who are experienced in their area of study. Speaking of that, if you need to do research in a specific discipline, a major or field, you can use the subject guides available on our library page for you to help you identify the best journals and databases to use for your research. There's one on there for English 1101. There's one on there for advanced English classes. You probably have one for your science-related classes. Take a look at that if you're curious about which databases you may want to start familiarizing yourself with if you know what discipline you're going to be getting into. I saved one search for last. This is a gigantic database. It's an online research tool that pulls together everything that ISU has access to. Most of everything, not 100%, but pretty close. It includes books, ebooks, journal articles, all the things that we own, industry reports, videos, music scores, government documents, journal articles that we subscribe to via our databases. All of those different items you will be able to search pretty effectively for through OneSearch. With OneSearch, it's kind of like Google. It casts a very wide net. And if you're looking for something a little bit more specific, you're going to get millions of results here. So you may want to find another database to use rather than OneSearch. And that's when going and using a subject guide will be helpful. But for us and our purposes in this class, OneSearch is a great place to start. And I would love it if this week you spent some time searching around in OneSearch and looking at how you can limit your results and use that tool and resource. I hope you have fun playing in the library this week. That a lot of it's available just by logging in through your ISU email address, and you should make use of it. Happy researching.